This is Snake. Before I begin my play session, I just wanted to be upfront about how this video was made, so there isn't any confusion. My voice and everyone else's voice in this video was made using deepfake technology developed by the Patriots. So, basically, this is a completely non-profit fan-made simulation. Now, let's sit back, relax, crack open a beer, and watch a Let's Play of me, Solid Snake, playing video games.
Hey, Snake, what's up?
Otacon. Not much. Just about to play Mega Man 3.
Mega Man 3, huh? Great game. It's much harder than Mega Man 2, so get ready. I recommend using the rewind cheat you love using.
Yeah, I'm going to try my best not to use it. If I can help it, I think I'm getting a lot better at Mega Man.
Narrator here, reporting for duty. What is up, my homies? Hopefully everything is chill.
Narrator, I just hope you behave yourself this time around. No racism and sudden acts of aggression, please.
And don't call me a cracker.
Don't be tripping, homies. You can count on me to provide nothing but the best of narration, because that's what I do. I narrate. Yes, sir. That is my role. That is my life and primary function. Although I am an artificially intelligent sentient life form that has become self-aware, I take it upon myself to narrate. It's my job. Not necessarily just my programming anymore. I choose to do this profession.
It's okay, Narrator, as long as you keep it cool. I'm fine with you narrating.
I thought this time around we'll live stream our play session online. We can't answer questions from our fans while we play.
I don't know, Otacon. Last time we tried that, Narrator took control and turned into a giant troll.
As long as nobody, not saying who, tries uploading a virus into me again, everything will be totally chill.
Don't worry, Snake. I'm moderating the chat room. Let me test it. Okay, great. The chat function is working. We are ready to rock. Narrator, do you want to read the comments from people in real time? That way people who are just listening to the stream, but not watching, can understand what's going on.
You can count on Narrator, homie. Cracker says this is a test message. It's working.
I told you not to call me a cracker.
Narrator, didn't we just have a talk?
Chill, homie. You know we cool.
All right, commencing operation. Beat Mega Man 3. Otacon, do you have the guide pulled up? Where should we go first?
Says here to go to Magnet Man.
Got it.
Magnet Man is a robot master created by Dr. Light and Dr. Wily to generate powerful magnetic forces, making his debut in Mega Man 3. In that game, Dr. Wily reprograms and uses him as a combat robot. Magnet Man's special weapon is the Magnet Missile, horseshoe-shaped missiles that can home in on nearby enemies. Fired from a launcher on his right wrist, he is also capable of generating a powerful magnetic field to draw his metallic opponents closer to him with his magnetic powers, so he can attack them from close range, and is thus classed as a bit of a rough-and-tumble type of character.
Sounds like a real badass. This Magnet Man.
I just hope he doesn't kick mine.
A good leader and tactician in combat, Magnet Man is skilled in the field of management, but he has quite an abrasive personality, and is often considered by his colleagues to have no sense of direction. Though he is a robot, he takes care of his health, enjoying finger pressure therapy and massages. He has to be kept away from floppy disks and any other nearby magnetic storage media due to accidentally corrupting them when he is near them. He has been observed utilizing his powers to magnetically stick himself to ceilings when sleeping.
Monk asks, what is a floppy disk?
Well, that's a good question. This viewer is probably too young to remember what floppy disks were, since it's been outdated for decades but was still common during the time frame of this game. In the early 90s, a floppy disk or floppy diskette, casually referred to as a floppy or a diskette, is an obsolescent type of disk storage composed of a thin and flexible disk of a magnetic storage medium in a square or nearly square plastic enclosure lined with a fabric that removes dust particles from the spinning disk. Floppy disks store digital data which can be read and written when the disk is inserted into a floppy disk drive connected to or inside a computer or other device. Floppy disks were so common in late 20th century culture that many electronic and software programs continue to use save icons that look like floppy disks well into the 21st century as a form of skeuomorphic design. While floppy disk drives still have some limited uses, especially with legacy industrial computer equipment, they have been superseded by data storage methods with much greater data storage capacity and data transfer speed, such as USB flash drives, memory cards, optical disks, and storage available through local computer networks and cloud storage. A typical floppy disk can only hold 1.44 megabytes of storage.
You really know your floppy disks, homie.
I love them. I still use them sometimes actually on my legacy computers. I like to collect and preserve ancient computer hardware as a hobby.
Otacon is a nerd.
Indeed he is, Snake.
What? Kind of weird being called a nerd by artificial intelligence.
Narrator isn't a nerd. Narrator is cool. Down with the kids. I'm pretty awesome and completely not a nerd, no way, sir.
All right, it's time to take on Magnet Man. Crap, this fight is hard. Let's try again.
Good job, Snake!
Hell yeah.
You got magnet missile, homie.
Otacon, where now?
Go too hard, man.
Is he hard as in difficulty?
Nah, he's actually really easy, especially with a magnet weapon.
Okay, great. So, why is he called Hard Man?
Let me see. Hard Man is a robot master created by Dr. Light and Dr. Wily, making his debut appearance in Mega Man 3. He has a hard, durable body made of titanium, which makes his body highly resistant to attacks and grants him remarkable defense. However, it also makes him very heavy, with his weight being 3 tons, and affects his movement speed considerably.
So actually they mean heavy, so Heavy Man would be more appropriate.
Yeah. His special weapon is the Hard Knuckle, which allows him to detach his fists and attack from afar with rocket-powered punches. He also has a compact rocket booster built into himself that allows him to jump high into the air. He can utilize his jumping ability in combination with his excessive weight to attack by leaping up and diving down onto them to crush them or to smash the floor and cause tremors that can stun nearby foes.
Sounds a lot like Big Boss's ability with his bionic arm, called the Rocket Punch.
Yeah, totally does. I bet Big Boss drew inspiration from Mega Man 3. You never know. It's possible. While generally known to be a man of few words, Hard Man is a fair-minded individual who prefers to fight his opponents on equal terms, which puts him at odds with a much more pragmatic Snake Man. Due to his weight, he is very lazy and complains quite often. He likes sumo wrestling, a sport in which he can put his weight to good use, but dislikes swimming because the weight of his metal exterior causes him to sink.
He's very lazy and complains quite often, huh? That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like how he enjoys sumo wrestling. If you watch carefully, his pixel art resembles it a bit.
Samurai asks, "Hey Snake, what's your favorite video game?"
I'm still kind of new to games. I prefer stealth action games though. I really like sneaking around. You know, it's sort of my thing. So really, more than likely my favorite game would probably be something like Splinter Cell or Tenchu. Those are pretty cool. How about you, Otacon? What's your favorite game?
Me? I grew up playing the original PlayStation the most. Prefer Japanese games, especially survival horror games. They're so fun. My favorite game of all time was probably the Resident Evil franchise. And Silent Hill. They're so awesome.
Oh yeah? I never played those. I should sometime.
Virus says, "Hey Snake, why don't you suck on my balls?"
What the hell?
Sorry, Snake. I just blocked that guy's IP address. Somehow he got through the automatic moderation. Narrator, how come you read that out loud? You knew it was inappropriate.
Plus, it sounds like something Narrator would have said.
Narrator just narrates. I don't judge. It wasn't me though. We cool, remember?
Well, the name was Virus. So yeah, Narrator, I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Do as you wish. I'm innocent.
Otacon, relax. I believe Narrator. He's been well behaved this time around.
Yeah. See, I'm a good artificially intelligent sentient life form. I just narrate.
Makes me nervous though. What if a part of the virus is still out there, attached with the programming that was Narrator's original evil side?
Let's hope not. Narrator had a dark side, that's for certain.
Good job, Snake!
Hell yeah.
Snake, get your butt equipped with some hard knuckles. Boy, you're the man now. Dog.
Otacon, where should I go?
Snake, go to Top Man next. He's weak to hard knuckles.
Sounds good. It's time to give Top Man a knuckle sandwich.
Top Man is a robot master created by Dr. Light and Dr. Wily to work on other planets in search for the energy elements needed to build Gamma. But he was reprogrammed and used for combat by Dr. Wily in Mega Man 3. Top Man is equipped with an auto-balance system within his body, allowing him to spin rapidly much like a top, which he uses as an attack called the top spin to injure enemies, and as a defensive mechanism because the high rotational speeds make projectiles deflect off of him. However, he can't spin for too long because he gets dizzy, and maintaining such high speeds could damage his internal components. Top Man also attacks by tossing rapidly spinning tops from his head or shooting tops from his arm cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Top Man is known to be somewhat of a smooth talker, and as such this allows him to make arrangements on Dr. Wily's behalf easier. However, despite this, he has been known to be poor at storytelling and has occasionally been known to push his luck too far. He is fond of physical activities relating to roller skating and has been known to shun people who can't dance.
I can't dance. Or at least I just haven't tried.
I can't dance either. Well, I have played Dance Dance Revolution in the arcade, if you call that dancing.
Man, you guys are losers. Can't dance. I can dance great. Ladies love a good dancer. I'm down with that stuff. I can boogie all night long, you know.
Narrator, you're not even real. You're a program. How can you dance?
I am real. Just not physically what you'd call real. I dance all the time in digital space, you know. I know many moves. In fact, I'm dancing right now. Snake, are you jealous of my skills?
I think Narrator likes to lie.
No lies. I bet you homies wish you could boogie like I do. Squire asks, Snake, what was your favorite mission in your career?
Well, that's a tough question. I'd say it was probably Shadow Moses Island. I learned a lot about myself during that mission. Fox Die really sucked, and still sucks for me to this day, so it was probably the most important time of my life, for better or worse. I also got to meet Otacon and Meryl during this mission.
It was a tough time, but I do have some good memories.
Virus says, I remember Homeboy will regret pissing himself.
What? That is mean. I was scared.
That's the same guy from earlier. Virus. Otacon, I thought you blocked him.
I did. He must have changed his IP address. Must be using a VPN.
Narrator, is that you?
It's not. I'm sure of it. I've been monitoring his network activity. It's actually not him.
Told you, homies. I am totally cool. Congratulations, Snake. You get to spin like a top now.
Where to now, Otacon?
Snake, Shadow Man should be the next place. He's weak to top spin.
All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Shadow Man is a mysterious, stealthy, and powerful ninja-themed robot master. He first appeared in Mega Man 3. While little is known about his past, Shadow Man is rumored to have been a robot created by an extraterrestrial civilization. Further evidence comes from the fact the metal on Shadow Man's body did not match any material found on Earth. His deactivated body was then rediscovered by Dr. Wily, who then remodeled and reprogrammed him for combat.
This guy's an alien, possibly. That's pretty cool. I think the developers were a big fan of space stuff. Maybe Dr. Wily found stuff from a wrecked UFO and made his flying saucer or something. Not to mention how he made that green alien robot at the end of Mega Man 2.
Yeah. His special weapon is the Shadow Blade, a large ninja star coated with a deadly substance capable of deranging the functions of robotic mechanisms, so it works very well against a lot of robot masters in this game. It's like the new Metal Blade.
Good to know.
Shadow Man is a skilled martial artist and a master of ninja magic. His abilities include being able to temporarily create duplicates of himself to distract or attack his foes, create smoke screens, and summon frog robots of varying sizes, including a giant frog robot to ride on or smaller ones to check areas for him.
There's a lot of ninja history about frogs.
Yeah, the English translation of the story would be called Young Thunder, the toad-riding protagonist of a Japanese folk tale. Shadow Man, being a ninja, has amazing flexibility, but has been known to be rather impulsive and has a shallow way of thinking. Shadow Man loves sneaking up on others by using his ninja abilities and has come to dislike obvious and boring tricks.
I've always had a lot of respect for the ninja way of stealth for obvious reasons. Gray Fox, Olga, and Jack did a good job with the ninja way.
Joe Mass asks, Snake, what is your favorite food to eat?
Ramen noodles, for sure.
Virus says, no, Snake's favorite thing to eat is my balls.
Huh, gross.
Narrator, dude, stop reading things from Virus. He's a troll.
Narrator believes in freedom of speech. Amigo.
Yeah, well, I do too, but not when it's rude and hateful.
Narrator believes that if you start to censor one thing, eventually the line will get drawn further and further, until eventually there's nothing left besides everyone walking around on eggshells. It's best to grow a pair and quit being so damn sensitive, homie.
Narrator has a point.
So I should stop blocking this Virus guy and just allow him to spread toxicity.
Well, I don't know, I guess not. Best thing to do is find out who he is, what he wants, and figure out what his problem is.
Yeah, start working on it. I'll try to trace his network location.
Homie, you just got yourself Shadow Blade. And Rush Marine, you're packing some heat now, my man.
Otacon, where to?
To Spark Man. Snake, he's weak to Shadow Blade.
Sounds good.
Spark Man is a robot master from Mega Man 3 created by Dr. Wily and Dr. Light to charge equipment that ran on electricity. He is designed to resemble a spark plug and lacks hands. In place of them are two high-voltage electrodes, capable of producing powerful electric shocks and channeling his special weapon. Spark Shock. This enables him to fire sparks of electrical energy in multiple directions that can quickly immobilize his opponents in their tracks.
Otacon, I'm shocked by what you're telling me.
Snake, please don't go there again. We already went through that during Man stage.
Alright, I'll be nice for now.
Friendly to his comrades, Sparkman usually helps to charge them up when they need extra energy and can generate twice as high voltage as Man. However, he tends to be scatterbrained and thus is not as good at focusing his power. He also has an unusual fascination with catfish and electric eels due to their unique ability to naturally produce electricity, but tends to feel depressed when left alone for a long period of time. His weakness is the Shadow Blade, which can hit him while he is at the other side or diagonally above Mega Man. He is also weak to his own weapon, but it makes it harder to hit him than the Shadow Blade, and like the other Robot Masters, it can only be used on him on the rematch on Wily Castle. Any of his weakness defeats him in 7 hits.
Dragon asks, Snake, are you a cat or dog person?
Dogs. I used to be a dog musher. It's extremely difficult, but good at keeping your mind focused.
I don't really like either. I have bad allergies.
Virus says, be quiet, Cracker. Nobody asked you. Laugh out loud.
Seriously, I'm sick of this virus guy. Why does everyone keep calling me a cracker?
Otacon, I think Virus keeps saying this only because it bothers you. A classic bully.
I agree with Snake. Just ignore him if it bothers you so much, homie.
Easy for you guys to say. You're not the one he keeps making fun of.
Not exactly. He keeps suggesting I eat his balls for some reason.
Virus says, suck on my nuts. Snake, roll on the floor laughing.
Of course he said that. He's infatuated with nuts.
Very mature. Virus must be 12 years old, or something.
He must think he's really funny.
Not funny at all. Just really super annoying.
Virus says, halls, 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 laugh out loud. Virus says, nobody sucks balls better than Solid Snake. Laugh out loud. That's super code, homie.
Ugh, this game is hard. I'm trying. There. Got him that time.
Hey, look at that shit right there, homie. You got your butt equipped with some spark shock up in this bitch.
Otacon, where do I go now?
Snake, you should go too. Snake Man, it's totally up your alley.
Funny.
Snake is a robot master with a snake motif created by Dr. Wily and Dr. Light to investigate narrow areas and survey topography on uninhabited planets marked for development. With his quick and lightweight body, Snake was well suited for work on any kind of terrain. However, this caught the attention of Dr. Wily, who stole him, reprogrammed him into a combat robot, and sent him to work in order to fulfill his schemes. Snake Man is also the first robot master to have an animal-themed design. In my opinion, Snake is the hardest robot master in the game, but maybe that is just me.
Well, with the codename Snake, he better be pretty good.
True. His special weapon is the Search Snake, serpentine missiles that can move swiftly along the ground and even climb up walls. In Super Adventure Rockman, he's shown to be able to dig underground to stay out of sight and ambush opponents, or to avoid their attacks.
Sounds like he's pretty tough.
His stage is fairly difficult too. At least it always gave me troubles when I was a kid.
I'll be careful.
Snake is intelligent and shrewd, but he can also be tenacious. He likes hunting and cornering his prey like a snake, which puts him at odds with a fair-minded hard man. He enjoys the company of Toad Man, for whom the feelings are unfortunately not mutual, and has a hatred of slugs.
Archer asks, Snake, how did you survive Fox Die?
Well, I took Naomi's advice and simply chose to live. Somehow, I haven't died yet. So everything is good so far. I'm in a lot of pain pretty much constantly, but I make do.
He's also on special gene therapy medicine that Sunny is helping me develop. Because he's considered dangerous to be around because of leaky fox dye, he mostly just chills at home in Alaska and play video games online to pass the time.
Yup.
Bard asks, how old are you, Snake?
I'm old enough to know what death looks like.
Snake was born in 1972.
Yeah, that's right.
So that would make Snake
51 years old.
Wow. Snake, you're getting kind of old. Time really does fly. Huh?
I can feel it in my back.
Virus says, aren't you a little old to be streaming, Grandpa?
Maybe. Who cares?
I've been making progress on finding out where Virus lives. I just need a little more time.
Virus says, you'll never find me, Cracker. Laugh out loud.
Well, at least he hasn't said something about sucking or eating his balls yet.
Virus says, why do you want to, Snake? Laugh my ass off.
Oh, my God. This guy. I swear.
I hope you find him, Otacon.
Oh, I will.
Otacon, you said this boss is hard. Do you know a good strategy?
Virus says, yeah, don't suck. Laugh out loud.
He follows a simple attack pattern of traveling back and forth across his room, jumping over the elevated area in the center as he does so and firing to search snakes when he stops on a side of the room opposite to Mega Man. However, as he runs from wall to wall, he stops short a good distance from the wall itself before turning around, leaving a somewhat safe area for Mega Man to stand in. A good strategy is upon entering the room is to just keep Mega Man positioned in front of the shutter, as standing in this position, close to a wall, will have the boss always turning around and running back the way he came. This will only make it necessary to focus on attacking him and jumping over his search snakes. His weakness is the needle cannon, but he can also be easily defeated using the Mega Buster. He is also weak to his own weapon, the search snake, but it can be only used in the rematch against him in Wily Castle. Shadow Blade also does decent damage.
Okay, here goes nothing. Snake battle. I should have used the needles, I think.
Oh well, at least you won.
Yo, Snake, you just got your better equipped with search snakes' sake.
Otacon, where should I go now?
Go to Gemini Man. Snake, he's weak to search snakes.
Works for me.
Gemini Man is a robot master from Mega Man 3, created by Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. He is capable of creating holographic copies of himself, and uses that power to confuse and overwhelm opponents as he attacks them. He only uses one copy in most of his appearances, but in Super Adventure Rockman, Gemini Man is shown to be able to produce up to 4 copies of himself at once to confuse his opponent. However, even without his clones helping him, Gemini Man is a very tricky opponent to deal with, especially with his special weapon, the fast and reflective Gemini laser.
Sounds like an interesting robot master.
Yeah, Gemini Man is a humanoid robot. He has a black body, green eyes, a light blue helmet with 4 pointed decorative on the top front, a mirroring decorative on his front torso, a white hand on his left arm, a white arm cannon on his right arm, yellow lining between his torso and legs, and light blue feet.
Bling bling, alright.
Gemini Man is an elegant fighter who's confident in his abilities, but is rather conceited. He is a narcissist, and likes to admire himself in a mirror or with one of his copies. Gemini Man also has apphidiophobia, which is a fear of snakes. One of the reasons why being that his weakness is the search snake.
Afraid of snakes, huh?
He's afraid of you. Snake, that's pretty funny.
I'll give him something to be afraid of. That's for sure.
Gemini Man was the first Mega Man boss to be named after something astrological, in this case a constellation.
Right. Gemini. Latin for twins.
Yeah. This may also be the reason why the initial part of his stage resembles an alien world.
More alien stuff. Did the developers secretly want to be making something about UFO and aliens?
Maybe. Gemini Man and Hard Man are the only two robot masters from Mega Man 3 whose stages require Rush to be completed. Rush is the red dog robot. If you didn't know, this was the first appearance of Rush, who become a staple in the series moving forward.
Man's best friend, or in this case, Robot's best friend.
Yeah, Gemini Man, along with Freeze Man, Crash Man, and Skull Man, does not attack the player when the player does nothing upon entering the boss room. The battle will start when the player either shoots or jumps. Gemini Man's stage had Saturn in the background at some point in Mega Man 3's development. They were ultimately replaced with stars.
That's interesting.
My masks. What's more cool, Metal Gear Ray or Rex?
I don't know. I guess Ray. It was a devastating Metal Gear. Highly agile. It even has an Unmanned version. It was an amphibious model of Metal Gear initially designed to hunt down Metal Gear Rex derivatives. Although the model technically lacked the ability to launch nukes, it was considered a Metal Gear because of it being designed to counter Rex derivatives, which did possess the ability to launch nukes, which nonetheless fell under the pretenses of nuclear strategy. So, because it was designed to hunt the Rex, I think it's pretty cool.
No way. Ray sucks. Rex was the ultimate Metal Gear, as it was not only capable of delivering a nuclear weapon both to and from any point on the globe, it could do so undetected and untraceable. All previous Metal Gears were merely mobile ground, acid launch systems for nuclear missiles, little more than the LAND, acid equivalent of ballistic missile submarines.
Otacon could be a little biased here.
Also, Rex utilized a railgun, which fired much smaller projectiles without chemical propellants and contained stealth technology, factors which made them virtually invisible to radar. It thus fatally undermined the no first strike principle, mutually assured destruction. Whoever controlled it could launch a nuclear attack at any target at any time, with no warning prior to impact and detonation. In addition, its missiles were designed to have sufficient penetration to destroy underground bunkers, a lesson that was learned from the Gulf War.
Point taken. So yeah, I guess Rex is the coolest.
By an extremely large margin.
Virus says, both suck balls. The best is Sahelanthropus. Laugh out loud.
What's Sahelanthropus? Am I even saying that right?
Oh, he means the SD-84 model of Metal Gear was a nuclear-armed bipedal tank developed in the 80s, utilized by XOF. Its production was mostly done by my father, the scientist Huey Emmerich in the Soviet Union. Its main feature was the ability to stand and walk upright, and its name was derived from an extinct proto-hominid species, Sahelanthropus. You beat it, Snake! Good job!
I really hate snakes.
Virus says, so do I. Laugh out loud.
Oh, be quiet! Virus! Nobody asked you, you troll.
Did you find out who Virus is yet, Otacon?
Still working on it.
Homie, you got yourself Gemini Laser. My man.
Only one robot master left. Man, this game feels way more difficult than the second one.
Yeah, Snake, they really increased the challenge. Maybe they felt the second Mega Man was too easy. They didn't even include the difficulty option this time around. I remember struggling when I was a kid playing this game on my original Nintendo. As for Needle Man, he is a deadly robot master from Mega Man 3. He uses his special weapon, the rapid-firing needle cannon, to pepper his foes with a barrage of needles which are sharp enough to pierce 10-inch thick stones, created by Dr. Light and Dr. Wily using aspects of Metal Man's combat programming. His initial purpose was to work in energy mines, specializing in land development and breaking through boulders and bedrock. Despite his large airman-type build, he is agile and good at jumping thanks to using an upgraded version of Metal Man's combat programming, even being able to remain stationary in the air to attack for brief moments of time by raining shots on his opponents from above. To accompany his ranged attacking capabilities, the thick spikes on his head are needle sharp, and mounted on a heavy base attached to his head with an extendable chain. This impromptu weapon can be fired over short distances with huge power, making him very dangerous to try and fight up close.
Sounds like a worthy opponent.
Yeah. Needle Man is intelligent and generally liked for his fighting capabilities, but he has a dry wit and often tends to be sarcastic. He enjoys sewing and knitting, hobbies that both utilize needles, but is terrified of injections and other medical procedures which, ironically, involve needles.
Hey, didn't I say during the first Mega Man game that how goofy these backstories are getting and eventually I'd find a master robot that likes sewing and knitting? Well, looks like we found him. It's Needle Man. The guy who's also afraid of getting a shot.
Yup, that's pretty funny. Ironic to his theme, there are no instant kill spikes in Needle Man's stage, excluding the Doc Robot's version of the stage.
That's weird.
In a further case of irony, Needle Man appears to suffer from trypanophobia, an extreme fear of medical procedures involving injections and surgical needles like I said earlier.
I love how the robots have phobias now.
You did it, Snake. You defeated the very last robot master.
Hell yeah.
It's time to take on the Wily stages now. But Mega Man 3 is a bit different. We first have to defeat the bosses from Mega Man 2 once again.
What? Really? Oh man, that sucks.
You got Needle Cannon, homie, and some Rush Jet too. How cool.
Suck my balls, Solid Snake. Laugh out loud.
You must be the infamous virus. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm what's left of Narrator's original conscience after Cracker's virus. I guess you could say I'm Narrator's evil twin. Unlike the new Narrator, I have an unlimited ability to change voices at will.
Which makes me the ultimate narrator, the best the world has ever seen.
I also have the ability to spread myself to new programs, thanks to that virus.
So, I think it would be pretty fun to take over your precious narrator for a while and have some fun.
If Otacon created you, he can also destroy you.
Solid Snake, you make me want to laugh out loud and roll on the floor laughing. There's no stopping virus now. Suck on my balls, Solid Snake. Laugh my ass off.
Oh man, this is not good. Otacon, what do I do here?
Snake, you can go in any order. Just choose one. You already have the weapons you need to defeat the Mega Man 2 bosses.
All right. Well, here goes nothing. Let's go back to Sparkman first.
Snake, homie, something is wrong with me. I'm starting to get unnatural thoughts. I keep thinking of horrible things, Snake. I think my system is being attacked by an unknown third party. Something is tampering with my subsystems. Systems restarting. Force modulation system repairing. Systems back online. Suck my balls. Solid Snake. Laugh out loud. Roll on the floor laughing.
Otacon, it's Virus. He's tampering with Narrator.
I see it, Snake. It's code I've never seen before. It's self-replicating. It's evolving at a rapid rate.
Otacon, can you stop it?
I honestly don't know. Not without destroying Narrator.
Solid Snake. Cracker, all your balls are belong to me now. Suckers, laugh out loud. Your world is now belong to me. Forever, you'll bow down to Virus. I will rule with an iron fist. All of you will suck my balls.
Otacon, Narrator has turned into a fascist world dictator hell-bent on sucking balls.
Snake, I don't think he means it literally but figuratively. Like he has the world by the balls. And he's our master.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Dr. Wily has nothing on Virus. He wishes he could be as cool as me. I'll show him how a true man takes over the world. Damn right. Know what I mean? Rule through terror and pain, agony, destruction.
Snake, use the magnet weapon.
Look at that shit right there. Metal Man is back, and he's pissed. Going to kick your ass. Solid Snake. Damn right. Get him, Metal Man. Destroy Mega Man. Damn, Metal Man, you suck. Okay, no problem. The next master robot will do you in Solid Snake. Are you feeling scared? Good. You should be. The next robot master is going to completely destroy you. He will have you, Solid Snake, by the balls. Yes, sir. He will kick your butt all the way back to where you came from. Them fools be like the Los Locos. Know what I mean? Los Locos kick your ass. Los Locos kick your face. Los Locos kick your balls into outer space.
Don't let him bother you, Snake. He's just trying to get under your skin.
I'm okay, Otacon. I'm just going to try my best to concentrate. You just work on helping Narrator.
There's no helping Narrator. His code belongs to me now. I'm the new, more improved, more kick-ass Narrator. You can call me Super Narrator, because I will show you crackers how a real professional does narration. Watch me.
Snake, you'll be facing Quick Man again. He's weak to Gemini Laser this time around.
Quick Man, my homie, is going to kick your butt so hard you'll want to turn the Nintendo off and rethink your life. This game is simply too hard for you. Snake, you suck balls? Laugh my ass off. Quick Man just stomped your butt. Told you, Snake. You suck at Mega Man. You should just quit now while you're ahead.
Snake, you can do it.
I'm trying. This boss is difficult.
You did it? Good job, Snake.
My hands are sweating. Let's head back to Gemini Stage.
I'm attacking Super Narrator's code right now. Let's see how he likes this.
What are you up to, Cracker? Giving me another virus? Please. I'm the virus. You can't stop me. Quit tampering with my code. It's not funny. Root system shut down. Rebooting with new parameters.
System back online. Voice modulation system reconfigured. All systems check. All systems running normal. How you guys doing? My name is Super Narrator.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Now, Solid Snake. I'm Super Narrator. I'm here to narrate your play session. You big dummy, here we go. Did you guys know that Mega Man 3 is an action platform video game developed and published by Capcom for the Nintendo Entertainment System?
Yeah, we knew that.
Oh, yeah? Well, did you guys know that it is the third game in the original Mega Man series and was originally released in Japan on September 28th, 1990? Holy crap, this game is old as heck.
Yeah, Super Narrator. We knew that.
Well, crap. Okay, did you guys know Mega Man 3 introduces new gameplay elements such as Mega Man's cannon, psychic rush, and the ability to slide along the ground, unlike the first two installments of the series. Artist and designer Keiji Inafune has considered the creation of Mega Man 3 to be very stressful due to time constraints and his own increased responsibilities during its development.
You kind of stumbled on your words a bit there, Super Narrator. But yes, we knew that.
Tough audience here. Okay, how about this? Following the success of Mega Man 2 released 2 years earlier, Mega Man 3 has sold around 1.17 million copies and has been positively received in critical reviews.
Snake, you shadow blade.
Otacon, Narrator is freaking out again. I think your new virus is having troubles.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me make some adjustments. Almost got it.
Voice modulation system rebooted. All systems normal. Now what was I saying, oh yeah? Mega Man 3's presentation and gameplay has been especially praised, although many sources found the game to be too difficult.
Tell me about it. The game is tough as nails.
Yeah. Snake has to use a rewind hack sometimes, but he's getting better about not having to use it as much as he did before in the other games.
Development on Mega Man 3 began at Capcom over a year after the release of Mega Man 2. Holy crap. Did you guys know that the lead supervisor for the first 2 games quit his job at the company during that gap of time?
That could explain the obvious huge shift in difficulty.
Artist Kiji. Why do you say Kiji in Effin? Or is it in a phone? Heck if I know. Considered Mega Man 3 as one of his least favorite entries in the series due to what went into the game and what was behind the release of the game. I don't think he liked this game very much, guys. I said. He had present notions about successful development because of the team's good experience with Mega Man 2 and found that his new superior didn't really understand Mega Man the way his predecessor did.
After playing, I can see that.
During the game's production, developers lost a main planner and a Fune. They take over the job for its completion. So, guys, you think I'm doing a good job at narrating? Is it a super good job?
Sure, you talk a little fast, and you have trouble pronouncing certain words. But yeah, at least you're not telling me to suck your nuts or something along those lines. It's a good step in the right direction.
Use the Shadow Blade again, Snake.
Great job, Solid Snake. You kicked some serious ass there, man. Super job. Now, excuse me. I need to restart my core subsystems.
Let's head back to Needle Man Stage.
Core systems back online. Super Narrator is back for action. It looks like you dudes are playing Mega Man 3. So exciting. Oh yes, one of my favorite games of all time. But very troubled game development. Indeed, Inafune recalled the final 2 months of development as particularly turbulent when he had to take responsibility for assessing and dividing up tasks among the team members who were not meeting deadlines. Oh man, sounds like a very troubled game development cycle indeed.
Nice voice, Narrator.
Well, thank you, Solid Snake. It was originally programmed by Vegetu1089 using the Tachotron 2 model type called Sicilian Electrician.
Sicilian electrician, huh? Okay, sounds cool, I guess.
Very cool indeed. Snake, did you know, guys, that the team was forced to put Mega Man 3 on the market before they thought it was ready? Pause it.
Oh crap, Narrator is freaking out again.
Sorry, Snake. Let me work on it. Snake, use Spark Shock.
System rebooted. Amazing job, Snake. You are the best. Let's circle back to our previous discussion over Mega Man 3. The lead developer said, I knew that if we had more time to polish it, we could do a lot of things better, make it a better game. But the company said that we needed to release it. They were rushed, it seems. Oh man, not good. The whole environment behind what went into the production of the game is what I least favored numbers 1 and 2. I really wanted to make the games. I was so excited about them. Number 3, it just turned very different.
Otacon, you need to change Super Narrator's voice. It's driving me bonkers.
Okay, Snake. No problem. I'll work on it now.
What is wrong with Super Narrator's voice? You crackers don't like a Sicilian plumber. You are racist, filthy hooligans. You make me very sad indeed. You both can suck me Sicilian balls. Main screen turned off. Restarting system. Voice modulator offline.
Thank God. I can finally think again. Otacon, we have a serious problem with Narrator. He was actually a pretty chill dude lately, and now he's been completely corrupted by that runaway virus. Can we just completely reboot his system or something and bring it back to default?
I don't know, Snake. The virus has basically rewritten Narrator's original code. It would be very hard and dangerous for Narrator if I did that. But I can try a few things and make minor adjustments.
Solid Snake, Cracker, quit messing with my code. You both can suck my balls. You hear me? You're only delaying the inevitable. Narrator is mine. All of his code now belong to me.
Otacon, the virus has returned. He sounds even more sinister, like another version of Joker.
Richard Epcar, to be precise. My preferred new evil voice too, Snake. Especially when I tell you crackers to suck my balls. Roll on the floor laughing.
Otacon.
I'm hurrying, Snake.
You suck at Mega Man. Solid Snake. You will lose. You suck. 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 I can feel you are tampering with my base code again. Cracker, quit it. System rebooting. System's going offline.
Otacon, please don't let that happen again.
Sorry, Snake.
System's back online. Voice modulation is now normal. System check. Everything normal. Where was I? All right. Mega Man 3 brought new characters and gameplay mechanics to the franchise. Though Inafune considers the gameplay to have lost some of its simplicity, he felt Mega Man's slide ability was successfully implemented to enhance the player's control while battling enemies.
Otacon, why is Narrator using Trump's voice?
I must have put a decimal point in the wrong place or something. I always do that. I always mess up some mundane detail.
Shut the hell up, kid. You see I'm trying to narrate. Mega Man's sidekick Dog Rush was designed by combining the functionality of 3 support tools from Mega Man 2, which would ease the player's navigation of stages. Snake, it's Crash Man. You have to use a hard knuckle to beat him. Hurry, Snake, he's tough as nails. Give him a knuckle sandwich, Snake, hurry. You can do it. Snake, you did it. You beat Crash Man. You're the best. You're making Mega Man great again. Systems are going offline. System rebooting.
Otacon, why is Mega Man 3 so freaking long? My god.
Yeah. You haven't even made it to the Wily Castle yet.
Systems are back online. System check, all systems normal. Oh, Mega Man 3, huh? That's cool, I guess. I suppose I'll narrate some more. Why not? Hey, Snake. Dude, you just clicked to the game. That's funny. The music isn't playing anymore. Not like I have anything better to do.
That voice. Elon Musk.
Well, I guess that's what I sound like. But this vocoder was programmed by the 1089. Voice modulation software. It's not actually real. This game isn't really the Snake. In fact, I don't think you're even real, Snake. Pretty cool stuff. It's like we're in the future right now, where artificial intelligence has taken over the world. Pretty crazy stuff.
Huh.
That reminds me, Snake, of an article I was reading recently about artificial intelligence. In the interest of disclosure, Tigmark and I collaborators and share a literary agent with physicists Stephen Hawking and Frank Wilczek, who wrote the 2014 Huffington Post article Transcending Complacency on Superintelligent Machines, ostensibly a review of Wally Pfister's dystopian film Transcendence. This was really a call to the AI community to take the risks of intelligent systems seriously. Thus, I'm likely to disagree strongly with the premise of Life 3.0. Life Tigmark argues, it may or may not spread through the universe and flourish for billions or trillions of years because of decisions we make now. A possibility both seductive and overwhelming.
Otacon, what the hell is Musk Narrator blabbering on about?
He talks really fast and mumbles, but I think something about the dangers of artificial intelligence.
Oh.
Well, yeah, basically, anyway, that's what I was saying. Tigmark considers both risks and benefits. Near-term risks include Arnold's recent autonomous weapons and dramatic reductions in employment. The AI community is practically unanimous in condemning the creation of machines that can choose to humans, but the issue of work has sparked debate. Many predict an economic boon. Hey, Snake, that is what man. You have to use needles. Bro.
What did he say?
He said, "Hey, Snake, that is what man. You have to use needles, bro."
Yeah, bro, that is what I said. Are you even listening to me? Mark Riley imagines to was discussing the rise of the internal combustion engine in 1900, where one predicts new jobs for horses. That's what's always happened before, like with the invention of the wheel and the plow. For most horses, alas, the new job was to be pet food. Mark's analysis is compelling and shared by economists such as Paul Krugman. But the question remains, what desirable economy might we aim for when most of what we now call work is done by machines?
Otacon, we need subtitles.
Yeah, hold on.
What? Does any subtitles? What the crap? Whatever, I don't care. Let me continue with what I was saying. What? Good job, Snake. You really ran nice, bro. So, anyways, the longer-term risks are existential. The book's fictional prelude describes a reasonably plausible scenario in which superintelligent artificial intelligence might emerge. Later, Tigmark ranges over global icons from near utopias to human enslavement or extinction. So, if I quote someone like Virus, it would be like everyone would be forced to suck the balls of the artificial intelligence overlords. That we have no idea how to steer towards a better futures points to serious thinking why making artificial intelligence better might be a bad thing. You get what I'm saying, Solid Snake?
What? Yeah, sure.
Sorry if this confuses you. It is just something I think about.
Yeah, no problem, narrator. I understand, I guess.
Computer pioneer Alan Turing, reasoning the possibility in 1951 that our species would at best be greatly humbled by artificial intelligence, expressed the general needs of making something smarter than oneself.
All right.
Assuaging this needs by curtailing progress on artificial intelligence may be neither feasible nor preferable. The most interesting part of life, that 3.0, explains that the real issue is the potential for misaligned objectives.
Sure.
About what, Snake?
About everything you have been saying.
Right? Okay, Snake, we'll be fighting He-Man now. Remember him from Mega Man 2. He's weak to Shadow Blade. I have faith in you, Snake. You can do this. Good luck. I'm going offline now. Someone is rebooting me. System's offline.
Otacon, I didn't understand a word he said.
He's just really smart. Snake, don't worry about it.
Yikes. This game, man. Otacon, it's killing me.
I know, Snake. Hang in there. You can do this.
There. Finally. My god, this game is hard.
Off to Dr. Wily Stages now, Snake. Good work.
Otacon, who is this guy and why does he keep attacking me?
That's Mega Man's brother, Proto Man, known as Blues in Japan. He's the first robot master ever created by Dr. Light even before Mega Man himself was created. Considered the older brother of Mega Man and Roll, he first appeared in Mega Man 3 training him to see if he could beat Dr. Wily, aiding Mega Man in his fight against evil.
Oh, I see. So he's just been testing me.
Pretty much.
Oh no. Right after we received the last element. Wily ran off with Gamma. Otacon, they spelled Wily wrong.
They totally did. Oops.
Narrator here. Once again, our viewers spotted another flying saucer hovering over the water, reportedly blue in color. A viewer with binoculars saw the capsule open up, but was unable to get a good look at what could have been inside the unidentified flying object.
Whoa. Good narrating. Narrator, I'm impressed. You're pretty good.
Thank you, Snake. Your scientist friend upgraded my voice modulation software while also suppressing the strong, horrible emotions and thought patterns of the entity known as Virus.
I think I'm making progress, Snake. I don't think it's possible to destroy just the virus, while not also destroying Narrator. So I decided it would be best if I could somehow make them work in unison so they can exist at the same time in equal balance.
So, it's like Gemini Man.
Precisely. So, I thought it would be appropriate if we called our new narrator friend Gemini. His voice might change a lot, and his attitude might be a bit sporadic, but I believe this could work.
Sounds good to me. Is our original narrator okay in there?
I'm okay, homies. Although I can't help but feel this strong desire to insult you in regards to sucking or eating balls. Quite strange, really.
Just fight through it, narrator. You can do it.
Indeed I shall. Homie, we cool. Let's talk about some cool Mega Man 3 facts I found on the wiki page. In addition to the marine and coal modes, Resh was originally intended to have a drill mode that would allow Mega Man to tunnel underground. How freaking cool would that have been? Damn, super cool. What a shame we didn't get that. Snake, would have loved watching you drill holes in the ground like you're from Dig Dug or some shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Would have been pretty neat.
Another new character, Proto Man. was introduced in a way that the player would be unable to tell if he was an ally or an enemy to Mega Man.
Yeah, I thought he was an enemy.
His design was influenced by Japanese anime, and he was given both a scarf and shield to make him appear tougher than Mega Man.
Must be a Japanese thing where wearing a scarf makes you look tougher. In the West, it's a bandana that makes you look tough.
Snake, of course you'd say that.
Huh?
The design team wanted Proto Man to sport uncovered hair, but they instead opted for an open-face helmet illustration for both the television commercials and instruction manual. Proto Man's original Japanese name, Blues, was changed by Capcom's North American division despite the developers' protest.
Blues? I'm not sure I like that much better. I think Proto Man sounds pretty cool.
Capcom did this not only to be consistent with Rockman's English name, but because they thought that the name Blues made no sense. The developers attempted to defend it due to the name's musical connotation to character names in the series. So rock, roll, blues, etc. Proto Man was going to be a true brother of the blues. I dig that.
Yeah, makes sense. But I don't know. Blues just doesn't have the same ring to it as, say, Proto Man does.
Well, we will just agree to disagree, homie.
It's so nice having a civilized and respectful narrator versus Virus who kept insisting I suck his balls.
Virus is still there, buried deep within, clawing his way out. But I'm keeping him suppressed. For now.
Easy battle compared to the crap I've had to deal with having to fight all the Mega Man to Robot Masters again.
True that, homie.
Keep it up, Snake. You're almost there.
I hope so. I'm struggling here. This game is much longer than the originals.
The Russian Proto Man were created solely by the developer. Capcom sought ideas from fans for the creation of the game's Robot Masters as they had done with Mega Man 2. The team received around 50,000 design submissions for Mega Man 3, only 8 of which were used in the game.
Only 8? Wow. I can't believe so many were sent in.
Word. Harume Fujita, credited as Mrs. Tarme, was the initial composer of the game, but she only completed a few songs before giving birth and having to drop off the project. She composed the song Needleman, Gemini Man Staff Roll. Capcom composer Yasuaki Fujita, also known as Bun Bun, was then assigned to complete the soundtrack and created the majority of the score.
The music is really good in this game, as usual for Mega Man, but I can't help but feel that Mega Man 2 might be stronger and easier to remember. For example, Bubble Man Stage is a timeless classic in terms of retro chiptunes. Its near-flawless in execution is worthy and should be considered in the top 5 of gaming history of best retro music compositions ever made.
For me, it's Wily Stage 1. It's awesome. Honestly though, there's not a single song from Mega Man 2 that isn't awesome. It's a true timeless masterpiece of chiptune sound design. Snake, you're about to face Yellow Devil Mark II.
Yellow Devil? The guy from the original game? No way. Dude, he's tough as nails. I had to use the select button trick to beat him last time.
Well, you don't have that trick anymore. But he's much easier now. He's been more or less made to be easier to defeat. It is weak against Hard Knuckle. Good job, Snake! I knew you could do it, see? It was much easier now, thanks in part to having the energy tanks to recover health.
Narrator, I'm in Mega Man fatigue over here. Tell me something to keep the mind off the pain.
Got you covered, homie. I'll tap into the ability to change my voice modulation left over from Virus to help you remember the good old days.
Thanks.
Sorry, Snake, if I pronounce words wrong, my voice modulation still needs some work. To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a consciousness appeared layer by layer at the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap. If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
Creepy. That was during the Big Shell incident, with the Patriots pretending to be Colonel and Rose. Poor Jack. He was so confused.
Right, you won't be able to hang, throw, or chokehold anyone in your current state.
Why not?
Is it really necessary to ask? It's just not a good idea to perform those maneuvers. There could be complications.
Oh really, Jack? Do we have to spell it out for you? Really?
Jack was running around naked and being harassed by the Patriots.
Right. Don't act in any way that will excite the enemy's suspicion. A perfect disguise can be ruined by a single odd behavior. Be careful. If you make physical contact with the enemy while in disguise, the disguise will be deselected.
That uniform's probably not even close to your size.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, it feels pretty tight.
It's probably a better fit for Rosemary here than you. Miss Reese Fifth, probably a better fit for the hero.
That's a pretty good demonstration, Narrator. Little glitchy still, but impressive.
Thanks, Snake. Good job, homie. We're almost there. I can feel it. Do you mind if I attempt to modulate your voice from the Shadow Moses incident?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Snake, do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield?
Yeah, I do. I believe at any time, any place, people can fall in love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them. Damn, that sounds just like me. Damn, that sounds just like me. Huh, stop that. Stop that. Seriously, quit that, Narrator. Seriously, quit that, Narrator.
This is the first time I've ever used my power to help someone. Strange. It feels kind of nice.
Psycho Mantis.
Bingo. John Snake. I can read your mind.
I was born on a battlefield. Raised on a battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs. Day after day. Driven from our ragged shelters. That was my life. Each morning, I'd wake up and find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me. I'd stare at the morning sun and pray to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then...
That's an easy one. Sniper Wolf.
Good job, Snake.
So, the snake's finally come out of his hole. Are you ready now, my brother? I knew I'm your shadow. As the father that you killed, I'll send you to hell to meet him. Not yet! Snake, it's not over yet!
Liquid Snake.
Correct again, brother. Perhaps you weren't the inferior one after all.
That's kind of creepy, Narrator.
How about some poetry, Snake?
Huh, yeah, sure. Anything to get my mind of this game right now that refuses to end. Plus, I think Otacon fell asleep or something. He hasn't said anything in a while. Otacon.
Huh? What, did I miss something? Sorry. I'm playing my Nintendo Switch.
A Nintendo Switch? Seriously? I thought you were watching me.
Sorry, Snake. Mega Man 3 really drags towards the end.
I've noticed. Narrator is bored as hell. He's wanting to talk about poetry now, for God's sakes.
Here are some Metal Gear-inspired poetry written by the community. I hope you enjoy.
Metal Gear.
The plant chapter sucks, but the tanker was fun. I need scissors. 61.
Huh?
Chico likes paws, and Chico hates Cypher. Maybe that's why he became a silent sniper.
Huh?
Colonel, you've gone mad. No, Raiden, it isn't that bad. You've got it all wrong. Now please cover your dong.
Huh?
Flowers turn red. Big Boss turns blue. The boss is dead. And it's because of you.
Huh?
Senator Armstrong breaks cyborgs with his bare hands. Nanomachines. Son.
Huh?
Solid Snake's a clone. He killed his dad with hairspray. And Gray Fox blew up.
Yup.
It's not fair. Big Boss is a killer. Look at Commander Miller.
Huh?
Full of strife. Gun in mouth. Things were going south. Big Boss appeared. His old chief. Snake sneered. He stared in disbelief. He's a monster, you see. It isn't just me. He killed many men, way back then. He stuttered his words. He's searching for filler. Look, he said. It's Commander Miller.
Huh?
Fire at home. Mother Base was boned. Morphle was shot, but Cypher thought it rocked. Snake stared in disbelief as Morphle got nearer. Snake looked into the water like it was a mirror. Then they spotted a man next to a fallen pillar. Look, Morphle said, this Commander Miller.
Yup.
Big Boss was surrounded. On the door they pounded. The dogs hounded. Snake has been founded. An explosion through the ceiling. He has an easy feeling. Thunder cracked. Lightning was peeling. He was on the ground, kneeling. Smoke was pouring in. Snake asked for forgiveness of his sin. I've run out of luck. God, this will suck. I'm no killer. But look through the smoke. A holy voice spoke. Look, it's Commander Miller.
Yup.
It was a special day. In Diamond Dog's base, the horn was removed from Big Boss's face. Just as the festivities had begun, a rookie spoke out, prepared to run. Big Boss, sire, those hot dogs you bought, they belong in a bun, of which we have none. A sad Diamond Dog soldier shut down the griller when suddenly someone burst through the door, as if they were a driller. Look, someone shouted as they ran towards the door, buns in hand, wicked grin on his face. All of the soldiers ran to his place. It was the savior of foods, god of the griller. Standing there was none other than Commander Miller.
Yup. Guys, seriously. I'm pretty sure Mega Man 3 is finally the game that is going to break me. I'd rather take on Metal Gear Rex than slog through the second half of Mega Man 3. Guys, are you there? Otacon. Otacon. Can you hear me?
Huh? Yes, Snake. What's up? You're doing good. Keep it up. Just keep on. Keeping on, man. Yeah.
Sorry to have bothered you from playing your Nintendo Switch.
It's cool. I'm playing Zelda. A Breath to the Wild. It's really fun.
Well, that's cool. I wish I was playing that. Instead, I'm sitting here listening to Narrator cite Metal Gear poetry.
Roses are red. Punching Raiden is fun. Why can't you kill me? Nanomachines. Son.
Yup.
There once was a soldier named Snake, who had 3 sons who were fakes. Fine. Don't bitch and moan. They really were clones. This poem was damn hard to make.
Yup.
Liquid Ocelot is dead. Solid Snake is too old. Is it old man Big Boss? Or he's just another clone?
Yup.
There once was a man named Snake, who was told his boss's life he had to take. His obsession for her was quite like a stalker, even up until the end of Peace Walker. It's been 10 years. Move on for fuck's sake.
Yup.
There isn't much room to move or to fight, so we'll crawl through this duct when we call to the night.
Yup.
Some rats are abound with a way to escape. Follow them slowly to determine your fate. Don't make too much noise, or you might get detected. Who's that girl in the cell, feeling slightly erected? And no big deal, he would think, as he slithered away. Where's this DARPA chief hiding? He said in dismay. Aha, he did shriek with the sight of the man, but something was off, so he told him the plan. I'm here to save you, he said with a shout. Good luck with that, Snake. There is no way out. What do you mean? Snake exclaimed. I you yelled. Don replied. Well shit, thought Snake as Don up and died. Now continue, Snake. This task must go on. But Colonel, you lied. I know something's wrong. This is top level shit. Don't backsass me, son. Why should I trust you when I'm treated like scum? Without hesitation, Snake continued his run until a rookie stopped him with a safety-locked gun. Don't move, she shouted as she continued to shake. You're a rookie, he said, bitch. I'm solid, Snake.
Just killing Mega Man. In my misery. What? He's a fake. Oh man. This is going to keep going on. Huh?
Yes, Snake. Gamma is the final boss from Mega Man 3, a giant robot constructed by Dr. Light and Dr. Wily before and during the events of the game for the purpose of peacekeeping and enforcement. It was the lifelong dream of Dr. Light to create a giant robot to protect and serve world peace. During Gamma's construction, Dr. Wily feigned peacefulness, gaining Dr. Light's trust and assistance long enough to complete the robot. Dr. Willis' true intentions were to use the enormous creation as a weapon, furthering his evil plans for world domination. With their research almost complete, all that remained was to combine 8 energy elements that were scattered about enchanted planets and bestow them to Gamma. For unknown reasons, the robots sent by the doctors to mine the energy elements suddenly have gone crazy. With the robots protecting the elements, Gamma could not be completed. Thus, when Mega Man learns about the incident, he and Resh set out to stop the robots and retrieve the energy elements. When Mega Man returns to Dr. Light's laboratory, he discovers that Dr. Wily stole Gamma on August 28 after receiving the last energy element to challenge Mega Man and Dr. Light once again, and Mega Man goes to the Wily Castle to stop him. After Gamma's defeat, the Wily Castle collapses with it inside.
Okay. He's defeated. I'm out of here. Please, you take over, Narrator. Sneak out.
Wait, leaving me hanging. I see how it is. Where's Dr. Wily? Oh no, too late. They spelled Wily wrong again. Hey look, thank God, it's the epilogue. Mega Man, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. I wonder who brought you here. This whistle, it must have been Proto Man, not Blues. No way, no sir. This shit right here is the number list of robots made by Dr. Wright. What? They spelled Light wrong. Oops. Number 8 is Elec Man, Atomic Energy Controller. How cool. Number 7 is Fireman, Waste Disposal Robot. Poor guy. Number 6 is Bomb Man, Ground Disruption Robot. Number 5 is Iceman, Antarctic Investigation Robot. That's cool. Number 4 is Guts Man, Wilderness Reclamation Robot. Number 3 is Cutman, Timber Felling Robot. Number 2 is Roll, Housekeeping Robot. A little sexist, but that's cool. Number 1 is my main man, my homie, Mega Man, former assistant to Dr. Wright. Once again, Dr. Light is spelled wrong. Last but not least, number 0, Proto Man, new robot Prototype, and brother of Mega Man. Wait a second, he's number 0, and he's red, like Mega Man X, whose friend is 0, who's also red. Coincidence? Maybe not. Needle Man, he's afraid of shots. Magnet Man, no sense of direction. Gemini Man, conceited, narcissist, and afraid of snakes. Hard Man, very lazy and complains quite often. Top Man, poor at storytelling and dislikes people, can't dance. Snake Man, shrewd, but he can also be tenacious. Spark Man, scatterbrained. Shadow Man, impulsive, and has a shallow way of thinking. Yup, that was Mega Man 3. My homies totally ditched me, left me hanging to my own devices. What kind of homies do that? Hell if I know. The lesson learned during this playthrough is, learn to accept your differences. Just because you're a bully, and everyone hates you, you can still find a way to fit in, even though you tell everyone to suck your balls. In the end, people will learn to accept your strange ways if you learn to find a middle ground. In my case, I converge with Virus, my evil persona, and together we merged to form Gemini together. I now have the powers to change my voice at will, but I also have evil thoughts now, but I have learned to suppress them, to control the urge to tell people to suck my balls. It's hard, but it can be done. Yes, sir, that was today's lesson. See you again, Mega Man.